There we go. All right, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. Hello, everyone. Dr. Rich Castellano here, Wall Street Journal bestselling author of The Smile Prescription, double board certified facial plastic and reconstructive surgeon, here with another award-winning facial plastic and reconstructive surgeon, Dr. Phil Young.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thanks for having me, Richard.
We had such an amazing time in Seattle today. Oh my
did.
God. We saw the sights. My kids loved it. We got to go see the Columbia Tower. Huge, amazing view of Seattle. We got to see Pike's Market, Pike Place.
Gum Wall.
The Gum Wall, the very first
nice.
Starbucks ever. We had a great time. We shared a lot of smiles. And now I'm so honored. What an amazing office you have.
Thank
you. I met your staff. Amazing staff.
Thanks
amazing. That's not easy to put those things together. Hello, Kristen. Thanks for joining
Hi.
in. Hello, Helen. Thank you for joining. Please make sure you're following us on ImageLift on Facebook. So today what we're going to talk about is, what are the challenges for plastic surgeons? What are the things that they have to go through to deliver excellent and amazing care, to be the artists that they are? And what kind of things are new and relevant? So first thing, let's dive right in. And just to give you a little history about Dr. Young, what a special and amazing person and artist he is, his theory of facial beauty. Tell us a little bit about for someone who doesn't know anything about it, if they haven't heard about it before, what do people need to know about the theory of facial beauty so that they can make the right decisions? People are making wrong decisions about plastic surgery. So help us. Hi, Bev. Hi. Thanks for joining in.
Hi.
So what do people need to know about that?
Well, I think I spent a lot of my early years learning facial plastic surgery in Beverly Hills, and when I was there, I saw people that I thought could have looked better, and I think that kind of spurred me to look into what was it that we didn't understand, or what we could understand better about what we were doing. And then my thought was, if the people with the most access, the most money, and the most ability to get the best plastic surgeons in Beverly Hills, and usually in Beverly Hills there are a lot of group of people that have a lot of knowledge, and if they weren't able to get these natural results, there might have been something that we didn't understand. And that's kind of what led me to look into what we didn't know about beauty. So I went on the...
And that is the number one reason, by the way. The number one reason people will not do a cosmetic treatment. They don't want to look unnatural. That's the number one reason. So what did you do to try and answer this question so that they could get great results?
Well, I looked into sort of what people look at when they looked at a face, and we looked at a lot of the studies in the past, and we looked at how people analyze faces and where their eyes hit, and sort of the conclusions that I drew from all these me looking into the literature is that we actually concentrate on the eyes, and specifically, everything on the face has an ideal between 0 and infinity. Like, I always bring this as an example, like if this was like nothing, it would be like really bad, but if this was as big as the face, it would also be really bad. So anything in between 0, like potential 0 and infinity, there's some ideal in there.
There's a balance in there.
Right. And so like when I'm talking to you, Richard, like I'm literally locked in your eyes, and specifically, yeah, because you're so good looking. But it's the iris. The iris is like our measuring stick. Like the distance from this part to here should be ideally an iris width. And we went on Hey Tom, we went on to really look into that. We changed people's faces where this was a 1/2 to 1, 1.5 to 2, and we were able to show that that distance is ideal about an iris width.
So using very specific facial measurements that have scientifically been proven to show whether we will or will not look natural.
Right.
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 The bottom line, the most important decision that you will make when you're doing cosmetic treatments is, who is the artist that's taking care of you? So that's beautiful how you've laid that out scientifically, measured it, and when you have the right expert, the right artist that can give you these recommendations, you're going to get a far superior result. So how can they learn more about the facial theory of beauty that you have put out there? What's the best way, if a lay person wants to learn more, what's the best way they can learn about this? Because it gets a little scientific and sophisticated.
Right. Well, I think people learn visually, and videos.
And your YouTube channel has a lot of great resources.
Yeah.
What is your YouTube channel?
It's called The Beauty Docs, and we have I have a great new video on explaining how I came up with this theory, and I think you'll learn a lot from it. A lot of my patients have seen it, and it's intense, and you're going to learn a lot, and I'd love to have you come
YouTube.
Check us out on YouTube.
Follow me on YouTube. It's Beauty Docs on YouTube. And so now, what I love to do, of course, we got Practice Profitability MD. We're launching that. We've got almost every day I'm talking to plastic surgeons about how we can optimize their practice. We went through a few things about your practice as well. Where do you feel your biggest challenge is in your practice? By the way, a very successful practice, doing amazingly well. A lot of plastic surgeons would love to have an office space like you've got here, a staff like you've got, patients like you've got, success. What are the biggest challenges for you now in your practice?
Well, I think that, I think Richard brought up a real important point about smiling. Smiling's huge. It's we communicate. 80% of our communication is nonverbal.
Show him your smile. There it is.
And I'm trying to catch up with Richard.
Phil's got a great smile.
He's
got
a smile king. But I think that's a really important point that you brought up. Like the smile is huge. Like on the phone,
and
people
measuring
can hear you.
Measuring it.
Right, exactly.
And your staff have a very high smile score.
Yeah, I'm really lucky. My staff are great. They're like some of the best people I've ever worked with. And it's true. I think smiling's huge.
Absolutely. And so some of the things, thank you for sharing that. And so wherever you are, even if your office has a great energy and a great mood, there's another level. There's some people think, well, is that going to be fake if I just, smiling like this? So smile score, but the hunger score. If you're hungry to serve your patients, they know. If you're not hungry, they know. Don't go see your patients if you're not hungry, to show them how much you care. It's not insincere if you really mean it, if you're really excited. So we went through a few things. Now, we went through some analysis as far as measuring metrics and things like that. Is that helpful? Can you explain, what were some of the top takeaways from what we talked about? What do you think is the top takeaway from what we discussed?
Well, I think some of the questions that you brought up were really important, like some of the metrics on how to measure the leads that you're getting. I think that's really important, and just like knowing that all those elements that you brought up, I think any practice could benefit from knowing those numbers, because then you can't change your practice without measuring. I think that's huge.
Absolutely. And it's easy. It's not that difficult to do it, but it's also not that difficult to not do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And so we are excited to get Phil through the Practice Profitability MD program. We got the first video. We're going to go through that, and we've got our PDFs and worksheets. So that's a wonderful thing. We're going to try and get through those challenges, raise the smile score. Also, a common thing I hear in a lot of plastic surgeons' office, cancellations.
Yeah, cancellations are huge.
How do we deal with cancellations? So we've got a system for that. It goes through in the course. So that being said, what are the common treatments? What are the really popular procedures that you're offering now in your practice? What is it patients love to do? What is it they need to know? They're always looking for the latest treatment.
Yeah.
But what are you doing now that's popular in your practice?
Well, through our knowledge of facial beauty, I think what we try to concentrate on is making people look natural, and what we're doing is I do this procedure called the Young Vitalizer, and we're trying to do this, rejuvenate the face without doing incisions. It's all through injections and volumizing and shaping the face in a natural way. That's been our focus. The other thing that we've been focusing on is the acne scar vitalizer. I've been working on treating acne scars for about 17 years, and we have this 5 to 7 step process that I created over 17 years of just working with scars, and it's also a conglomeration of what I've been using in terms of like rejuvenating people's faces without surgery. So we've come a long way with that, and we've had people from literally all over the world come, and my goal is just continue to. Ultimately, our goal should be the best. And one of my goals is try to make people with flawless skin. We may not get there, but if I have that goal, we can get closer.
You do the best they can. You do the best that you can. Where can they find more about you, about the Young Vitalizer treatment? What is your website that they need to look you up on?
Well, my website's www.drphilipyoung.com, and we have another combined website, www.afb Plastic Surgery, where I'm, my other colleague. Together we created another website, but you can find more about the acne scar vitalizer on www.drphilipyoung.com, and you can see a lot of videos on my YouTube channel, which I'd love subscribe to it. I'm trying to come out with a video every week, and I love doing those videos.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What an honor to be here. Great plastic surgeons work with other great plastic surgeons to become better. So thank you so much for letting me come out. We had such a great time in Seattle. We definitely need to come back. And I'm excited to help try and take Dr. Young's practice to the next level, because even very busy practices, we don't know where our blind spots are. And that's my job, is to point them out. Through a time when my office manager came to me and said, I think you're going to have to file for bankruptcy, which totally blindsided me. That was in my blind spot. To where we generate over $3 million in cosmetic revenue every year, and I'm the only provider, no insurance. Hey Jennifer, thanks for tuning in. So we're really excited to share this with other facial plastic surgeons and plastic surgeons. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to have more coming soon. So look us up. PracticeProfitabilityMD.com. Also, give us those websites again.
www.drphilipyoung.com.
Yes, and YouTube. Follow them on YouTube.
YouTube, and then www.afbplasticsurgery.com.
And the YouTube page is Beauty Docs.
It's actually Dr. Philip Young, MD.
Dr. Philip Young, MD. Okay, very good. Thank you all for watching. We're going to have more soon. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. Thanks,
bye.
All right, bye-bye.